Speaking about Shimza, what happened between you and Shimi? You guys had a fight.
Oh, man, a lot. A lot. And at the same time, I think we are in such a good space now.
Oh, perfect, man.
I was talking to him last week. I just feel like as people, as we grow, sometimes we don't realize, and I'm not talking about Shimza specifically, when our friendship expire.
Oh, okay.
You know, we can meet. We can meet at a time where you want to be me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you become me.
Yes.
You know, and when you are me, then go be better than me.
When you are.
That's what I wish you are.
La become kuthanda ubuntu.
The most violence.
You're right, because that's the way I felt. I felt like he was a mini you.
No, I'm just saying, like with people, you need to understand when the friendship has served its purpose. And maybe in a certain way where you needed certain things and you got those things and now let me run. You know, and that's it. So sometimes we stick around and then it becomes a little bit toxic.
Did you reach out to him for you guys to reconcile?
Man, we've been back and forth with Shimza.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we had a meeting, it was at Oskido's house.
Yeah.
You know, and I was there and he came and Oskido said, hey, Donna wants to talk to you. And I was like, cool. As long as you're in the room.
100%.
You know, so we had a conversation. And worse at the time, I was going through a lot of stuff that, you know, was helping me grow. You know, and I said to him, I just think, and this applies to you.
Yeah.
And you. Not you. I don't like you.
The first person that's like,
Ghost lady.
No, because every time I watch the show, I always hear her.
Black coffee. What did I do?
I'm like, who's this girl?
and now she's quiet.
I'm like,
Hey,
who is she?
I have such good things to say.
Sometimes. You know. Now I forgot what I was saying.
Shimi, Oskido, house, yes.
No, I said what we need is we come
That
from.
applies to us as well, yes.
Yeah, we come from like most of us in the industry, you know, from such like disadvantaged places, right? And we work, you know, we start making a bit of money and we get exposed to different things. And with that comes power, and power brings a lot of things.
Ego.
A lot, you know. The most important thing, and I said it to him, is to seek therapy so that we can learn to deal with fame.
Yeah.
Because fame is such a disease.
Oh, it's the biggest drug.
It's a drug.
Biggest.
Yeah, it's such a disease. And I struggle with fame so much still.
Join the club.
No, I struggle, man.
I'm worse than you, and I'm not even that famous.
Yeah, I struggle like a lot, you know, where to draw the line.
Yeah. Where do you be nutty? Where you be coffee?
It's because being black coffee works most of the time.
100%.
You know, there's a lot of perks like when I eat in the most prestigious restaurant and I call as Nati. They're like, oh, sorry, Nati, we don't have tables. And then I call again I get someone to call as, hi, I'm Black Coffee assistant. He's looking for a table.
And it's not just restaurants, even women. If you want to eat, call us.
Hey.
When you call us Nati, hey, man, no.
I don't know how we got there, but... So the most important thing is to learn how to deal with fame, you know, and abundance, you know, because all of a sudden, you are a grootman to your grootmans at home. You know, you are a father to your mother, all of a sudden. And that changes power so much that even when you're outside, you know, you're going to behave a certain way.
100%.
You know, all of a sudden when you're not home, your uncles can have a meeting without you because you are the breadwinner.
Yeah.
But you're probably 16, you know, like you don't even know how to make these decisions, but everyone waits for you to speak. So
There's no rule book for
there's nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I said to Shimza, like given our fallouts, and it's so many different like small things, and I realized that what we are struggling with is fame and just learning how to respect boundaries amongst each other and how to coexist nicely without, if I do something, then you feel like, I also want to do the same thing, you know.
Would you say the same? Would you say the same thing about Ziggs?
Exactly the same. And I had a sit down with Ziggs about 3 weeks ago. You know, and we spoke about the same thing. And he said one of the most profound things, you know, like about our fallout. He says, we are not the people we were when we had a fallout.
Yeah,
True.
grown.
True.
You know, we now want different things, and you know, whatever that was a problem then is not a problem now. You know, so, and I took that and I was like, that is so powerful. You know, that's so real. And so, I mean, what I do is I am a sucker for pleasing people, something I'm working on. You know, I've created value and importance in pleasing and helping people. And so half the time I struggle with communicating things. So if we're sitting in this room and Sol is sitting there, maybe the aircon is high and I feel like Sol should be cold. I'm like, Sol,
take.
do you understand?
Yeah.
And because I gave you my jacket so easily, you're not going to think and respect it.
Oh, yes, because he didn't work for
Yeah, I
the
didn't even
jacket.
ask for
You
it.
didn't even ask for it.
Yes,
You know, so when you get home, you
It's
just
just a jacket,
you just throw it away anyway.
100%, yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my jacket. Oh shit. And then I'm like, yo, and it happened exactly with the jacket. You know, DJ Smooth, we were at a gig a long time ago. And he was DJ Smooth, and I was like, and we were at a gig, and exactly like that. And I was like, man, are you cold? I have a jacket in the car. He was like, yeah. And I gave him. It was a leather jacket, like important to me.
True.
You know, and then I was like, bro, he was like, I'm going to check in my other house. I'm like, okay. And then the following week, I'm like, bro, he's like, I can't find it, man. I'm going to check in my other car. Yeah, but that was a lesson for me because
And this is your jacket.
he never asked for it.
Yeah.
So I am now beefing with the guy I gave a jacket to. He never asked for it.
But I can attest to the whole you pleasing people because I remember when I owned Paparazzi, we booked you there. And dude, like most people before I booked them, they would ask, hey, where's my money? I'm not coming before my money is clocks. I'm not sending the SMS, whatever. Bro, I hadn't paid you, bro.
I know.
Remember?
That's why I'm like, why is this guy talking shit about me?
He owes me.
I'm like, there's a lot of guys who've sat here and I'm like, not you too.
Like they'll both pay.
But I paid though, ne? I didn't pay.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm like, not you, man.
But something like that, you know what I mean?
And I wish like I could take my phone and tweet after watching an episode. I'm like, now people ask for money.
Yeah, in back.
What happened with Prince KB, the house nigga thing?
Man, I don't know. Actually, I don't care. You know, I just felt at the time the guy was, and I could be wrong.
Sure.
You know, I just felt he was at a space where he was the guy he always wanted to be. So which goes back to the fame thing,
And therapy,
thing,
yeah.
where you one day,
I'm gonna make it.
one day, and then, I go to Oskido's house for the first time. I'm like, wow. And then fast forward, I have a bigger house than his,
100%.
and then now, I'm such a Grootman.
Yeah.
Ish.
I just felt like that.
Yeah.
Like he was at a space where he was like, I'll show you one by one that I'm the
You
guy.
guys ever resolved that?
I mean, for what?
Nah.
He was never my guy.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to resolve. I mean, he's going on with his thing. I'm going on with my thing.
AK's manager, what happened there, bro? That was so uncharacteristic. When I saw that, I'm like, this is not coffee. No way.
know him.
No way, bro.
Listen, that's the
Nati's
thing.
always chill, dog. Nati's an introvert.
I mean, if you can, there's a video I posted that this past from Cotton Fest. If you watch that video, we meet. Like there's a video there where we meet and we greet each other. That's my guy.
Tiamo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
And that was one of the most embarrassing things.
Nah.
Like for me.
What is going on, bro?
So there's always been this thing back then with AKA and, so we're in Bulugwane, we're at a gig. I'm supposed to play, I'm going to say 12 o'clock. And then we're always on time.
Yeah.
We pull up, I'm with Greg. Greg was my road manager at the time. And Temba had just finished a set. He's walking to his car. He's like, are you playing next? And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah. He's like, I think they're going to put someone else, And Greg, that's Greg's job.
Yeah.
Right? So Greg goes and
Sort it out.
gets on stage, back and forth, and I stay in the car. I don't want to get involved. And then Greg comes, says, come, we're ready. So we get on stage. So I don't know what conversation happened between Tiamo and Greg.
And Greg, yeah.
I was called to come play. So, and as I walk on stage, I think Tiamo was going this way at first, so I pass him. Because I saw that back and forth between them. I'm
Yes.
like, I don't know you, I'm not going to talk to you.
I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, so I take out my sticks and I'm about to put on the sticks and he turns around and he comes to me, and it's obviously upset, And I think also because of the fact that it was me and there was like, Tiamo, you have to make this thing happen, Tiamo. The pressure was on him to, to make it happen, and Greg sorted it out for me. So I'm like, I'm going to play. And when he couldn't fix it with Greg, then he came to me, and he came to me upset, obviously. Like, yeah, this is
people are
bullshit.
watching, yeah.
I didn't even know people were watching, like, this is bullshit. I'm like, excuse me, like, he was like, no, this is not on. And he didn't say anything, like, too disrespectful.
Yeah.
But I was on the edge, knowing
Yes.
what's happening.
Yeah.
And
And you zoned in. You're already thinking of your sets.
the fact that I actually didn't get involved and I'm here to play and then you decide to come to me, then he was like, no, whatever. I was like, man, first of all, I don't know you and I don't know why you're talking to me and I don't know what your response was. And like, Greg should have known because I had memory sticks and I gave them to Greg instead of putting them on the CD player. And that was Greg's cue to realize that, okay, something's gonna happen here.
Shit's about to hit the fan.
But he didn't think, so he just, but he was like, yeah, the guy, he wouldn't stop talking, and man, it shouldn't have happened.
That was uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
Man, yo.
It shouldn't have. I mean, I'd reach out to the guy the following day,
Yeah.
and he was obviously upset and like over and over. And that's my guy, Even now, the fact that I know him and I know how dope he is as a human being, I feel even worse.
Yeah.
I feel even worse. Like, I feel worse, man. It was a low point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Man, I was gonna frame that club. I've been clubbed by Black Wolf. You see, that's my track. Why, fam?
Then you would haunt me forever.